Welcome back to another GeekaWhat video, and today I'm taking you over the best $300 gaming PC build for the months of April and May 2016. So make sure to drop a like rating and to subscribe. Without any further ado, let's get straight into this build. Now, as with any build, I get asked how it will perform, and that is such a key factor. Now, this build will actually smash not only 720 but also 1080p. You aren't going to be achieving those very high and ultra settings, and you are going to have to turn textures and anti-aliasing down, but you can certainly achieve 60 frames per second in games such as League of Legends, Minecraft, World of Warcraft, CSGO, a bit of GTA 5, a couple of the latest AAA titles as well, and achieve 60 FPS on that medium setting mark. So let's start off with the CPU, or in this case an APU. So let's start off by asking, what is an APU? An APU basically combines the processor and the graphics chip into one, so no dedicated graphics card for this build. The AMD A10 7870K is their highest end APU and comes out of the box clocked at 3.9 GHz, which is crazy. That's a really nice out of the box clock speed. You're only getting 4 GHz, so another 100 MHz on on Intel's highest end 6700K i7. It is overclockable as well, given the K on the end of the 7870, and it is a quad-core CPU, which means it's going to be compatible with the latest AAA titles such as GTA 5, Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefield Hardline. It's also a great value option and allows for a graphics card upgrade later on down the line, but I'll get into that in a moment's time. For the motherboard, I went for the Asus FM2 A68HM Pro 3 Plus Micro ATX FM2 Plus motherboard. Thankfully, it performs better than the name implies, and a Micro ATX form factor is the size of the motherboard. It is in between the very smallest size and the very biggest size, meaning you're not paying a premium for small and compact, nor are you paying a premium for big and feature rich. It has all the features you need, the RAM DIMM slots you need. It's also got a PCI-E lane and front panel USB 3 to allow for graphics card upgrade and super fast USB transfer speeds. The memory I went for was the ADATA XPG V2s. 8GB is an 8GB kit, and it comes in 2 4GB DIMMs. Now, it's a DDR3 2400 MHz speed, which is really important. So why is this important? So let's start off with the fact that we're getting 2 4GB DIMMs. If you get a normal graphics card, it comes with its own onboard memory. Very lately, it's GDDR5, GDDR5X, and HBM. But when an APU is involved, it has to cope with the normal system memory, the DRAM. So having really fast memory and having 2 DIMMs allows for dual channel performance and a more comparable performance to that faster GDDR5 standard. It also comes in great value and looks really cool in this goldy yellowy kind of colour. For storage, I went for a 1TB hard drive, giving you plenty of room for all your games, movies, music, all that kind of stuff. 1000 GB. A 3.5-inch form factor means it's the standard hard drive size. It's going to fit in the case, no problem. And also 7200 RPM. The speed of the hard drive is as high as sort of consumer mainstream hard drives get. You can also go for the Western Digital Caviar Blue if you prefer Western Digital's hard drives, but I've had no problems with either and love this Seagate Barracuda drive, also providing great value. The case I went for was a Thermaltake Versa H21. It's a windowed ATX case, meaning you could admire your hard work and your beautiful cable management afterwards, and also means that you've got your front panel USB 3 and USB 2. It's also got great ventilation and included fans, so nothing needed to pick up there, and is a great choice for this build. The power supply is also really good and also allows for upgradability later on down the line. It's the EVGA 430W 80+ certified ATX power supply. And breathe. The 430 watts is more than enough, with the total TDP or consumed wattage of this build only accumulating to 185 watts. 430 watts means you've got plenty of headroom, and you can add a graphics card in this build later on down the line without upgrading any of the other components. I would recommend the GTX 950 or the AMD A7 360. It's also great value, in the 80+ certification means that it's going to be nice and power efficient. It's not going to explode anything like that. And that is this build. If you found it helpful, make sure to drop a like rating and to subscribe. Follow my Twitter at GeekaWhat. Check the links in the description to get great deals on games and a great deal on copy of Windows, and we'll see you as always in the next GeekaWhat video.